Did you know? Why do our legs weaken first as we age? Once we reach our 60s and beyond, many of us start to notice the changes. Our legs begin to feel less flexible. Getting up from a chair takes more effort. Long walks become exhausting, and nighttime leg cramps can jolt us out of a deep sleep. These aren't just the natural effects of aging. They're your body's way of telling you that it may be lacking key nutrients vital for strong bones, healthy muscles, and good circulation. But here's the good news. With the right foods, you can slow down this decline and give your legs the support they need to stay strong, steady, and pain-free. Tired of waking up with painful leg cramps or struggling with stiff muscles that make it hard to move? You're not alone, and the solution may be simpler than you think. In today's video, we're revealing the top 4 superfoods that can help seniors prevent leg cramps, improve circulation, strengthen muscles, and regain better mobility. So stick around because you won't want to miss these life-changing nutrition tips that could help you walk with ease and rest more comfortably tonight. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Salmon, sardines, mackerel. Superfoods for bones and joints. As we age, we notice subtle shifts in our bodies. Movements that were once effortless now come with a hint of hesitation. You may not realize it at first, but the very foundation of your mobility, your legs, are often the first to weaken. The muscles may shrink, joints may ache, and even a short walk to the mailbox might begin to feel like a task. But this gradual fading isn't just a sign of getting older, it's a call to action. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked ways to preserve the strength and flexibility of your legs is through omega-3 fatty acids, particularly from fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These aren't just tasty meals, they're therapeutic nourishment for your joints, muscles, and long-term mobility. Omega-3s play a critical role in reducing inflammation, a silent enemy that creeps into aging joints and accelerates their decline. When inflammation persists, it wears down cartilage, tightens ligaments, and makes movement more painful. For seniors, this means bending down, stretching, or even walking up a flight of stairs becomes increasingly uncomfortable. But omega-3s do more than just soothe inflammation. They support the production of collagen, the structural protein that keeps our joints elastic and durable. Think of collagen as the cushion between your bones. With age, your natural collagen levels decrease, but omega-3s can stimulate the body to make more, helping maintain flexibility and prevent stiffness. This translates into more fluid motion and far fewer moments spent grimacing in pain as you rise from your chair or step into the shower. Fatty fish are also packed with EPA and DHA, the 2 most bioavailable forms of omega-3s. These are not only easier for the body to absorb, but they also work faster and more effectively than plant-based alternatives. Studies have shown that regular consumption of EPA and DHA can enhance joint lubrication, increase muscle strength, and even slow down age-related muscle loss, a condition known as sarcopenia. And let's not forget the impact on heart health and cognitive clarity, both of which are tightly linked to your ability to stay active and independent. When your heart pumps stronger and your mind stays sharp, you're more inclined to move, to walk, to engage with the world. Movement begets strength, and strength preserves dignity. One of the most beautiful things about omega-3 rich fish is their versatility in the kitchen. You don't need a culinary degree to benefit from their power. Grill a salmon fillet with a dash of olive oil and lemon, or open a can of wild sardines to toss onto a salad or mix with avocado for a delicious spread. These small daily choices stack up over time and quietly build a body that resists decline. Of course, not everyone loves fish, and that's understandable. The good news is that if you're not a fan of seafood or have dietary restrictions, there are omega 3 supplements available, including plant based options like algae oil, which still deliver EPA and DHA. The key is consistency. Whether it's through your plate or a supplement bottle, making omega 3s a daily part of your life is one of the most intelligent, science backed strategies to protect your legs and keep you moving with freedom. Imagine being 75 and still able to take long walks without limping, to dance at your granddaughter's wedding, or simply to get out of bed each morning without dreading that familiar twinge in your knees. That's not just wishful thinking. That's what the right nutrition can do when paired with mindful movement and care. But omega 3s are only one piece of the puzzle. There's a surprisingly common fruit you likely have sitting on your kitchen counter right now, one that plays a crucial role in preventing nighttime leg cramps, restoring electrolyte balance, and keeping your muscles calm and ready. And while most people think of it as just a snack, it's actually one of the most powerful tools for senior mobility. Ready to find out what it is? Let's peel back the layers on the next essential food for strong, pain-free legs. 2. Banana, the golden fruit against cramps. Some things we come to expect with age, like gray hair, a slower pace, a few more pills in the cabinet. But what often catches us off guard is how something as simple as standing up from a chair, walking to the mailbox, or rolling over in bed can suddenly be met with sharp, unexpected pain. Leg cramps. They strike without warning, often in the quiet of the night, pulling us from sleep with an ache that feels almost cruel. If you've ever jolted awake in the dark, clutching your calf or thigh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These cramps aren't random. They're often your body's quiet cry for help, signaling an imbalance deep within. One of the most common culprits? A deficiency in potassium and magnesium, two essential minerals that keep your muscles functioning smoothly and your nerves firing properly. And the remedy? Surprisingly simple: a banana. Yes, the humble banana, soft, sweet, and always within reach, is one of the most effective natural tools for relieving and preventing nighttime leg cramps. It's often seen as a quick snack or something tossed into cereal, but for seniors, a banana a day can be a game changer. Rich in potassium, each banana helps your muscles contract and relax properly, preventing the misfires that lead to those painful spasms. But potassium alone isn't the hero here. Bananas also provide magnesium, which supports muscle relaxation, and vitamin B6, which helps your body absorb both nutrients more effectively. As we age, our bodies naturally lose some ability to maintain electrolyte balance, especially if we're on medications for high blood pressure or heart disease, like diuretics, which flush out excess fluid but also deplete potassium and magnesium. When that balance is off, our muscles become overexcitable and prone to cramping. A simple banana, especially when eaten in the evening, can replenish what's been lost and give your body the support it needs to rest instead of recoil. But the benefits of bananas go beyond the physical. There's something comforting about them: their familiar taste, their ease of preparation, and the way they recall simpler times. For many seniors, eating a banana before bed becomes a calming ritual, a small act of self care that not only soothes the body but also quiets the mind. In a world that often feels fast moving and noisy, something as uncomplicated as a banana can be grounding, a reminder that health doesn't always have to come in a bottle or require a prescription. Of course, no single food works like magic, but over time, the gentle support of potassium rich foods like bananas can reduce the frequency and intensity of leg cramps, help you sleep more soundly, and return that much needed sense of control over your body. It's a small shift, a fruit you've known your whole life. But in this season of life, small things can make a big difference. And let's not forget, bananas are versatile. Enjoy them sliced into oatmeal, blended into smoothies, or simply eaten whole as a pre bedtime snack. They travel well, require no refrigeration, and need no preparation, making them one of the most accessible and senior friendly foods available. Still, while bananas can calm those restless legs, they're not the only plant based powerhouse worth adding to your daily routine. In fact, there's another group of tiny foods that pack a surprisingly big punch, and they might just be the best kept secret for building strong legs from the inside out. Curious what they are? Let's uncover the next essential food that every senior should know about. 3. Chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, plant based sources of omega 3. In a world that often praises the big and flashy, we sometimes overlook the small things. And yet, it's often the tiniest details that carry the most power. This truth holds especially firm when it comes to nutrition. For seniors striving to maintain strong legs and lasting independence, there's a group of unassuming little foods that pack a punch far beyond their size: chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, and hemp seeds. These small plant-based heroes are among nature's richest sources of ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that supports joint health, reduces inflammation, and nurtures muscles from the inside out. You may be wondering, can seeds and nuts really strengthen aging legs? The answer is a quiet but confident yes. While most people associate omega-3s with fish, and rightly so, the truth is not everyone enjoys seafood or can eat it regularly. That's where these plant-based sources come in. They offer an accessible, non-fishy, vegetarian-friendly path to the anti-inflammatory benefits of omega-3s, which are so critical for keeping your joints mobile and your muscles nourished. What's remarkable about ALA-rich foods is how seamlessly they can fit into your everyday meals. A spoonful of chia seeds stirred into your morning oatmeal, flax seeds sprinkled onto yogurt, a handful of walnuts alongside your lunch. These simple additions bring more than just flavor or texture. They deliver deep, biological support that your aging body will thank you for. Omega-3s work at the cellular level, reducing the stiffness and swelling in joints, improving blood flow to the legs, and helping protect against the slow breakdown of tissue that leads to weakness and instability. Beyond omega-3s, these foods are also loaded with fiber, magnesium, and protein, all of which contribute to leg strength and energy. Fiber supports digestion and reduces inflammation throughout the body. Magnesium, as we've seen with bananas, helps prevent nighttime cramping. And protein is essential for maintaining the lean muscle mass that naturally declines with age. Think of it as a full-body tune-up built into every bite. But there's another layer, a quieter benefit that often goes unnoticed. Eating these kinds of foods reconnects you with the act of nourishing yourself deliberately, not just to stay alive, but to live well. When you take a moment to stir chia seeds into your breakfast or toss walnuts into your salad, you're making a promise to yourself. A promise to keep moving, to stay active, to hold on to the simple joys, like walking unassisted, kneeling in your garden, or standing at your grandchild's recital without worrying if your legs will give out. These aren't luxuries. They're the moments that define a life well lived. And these seeds and nuts, though modest, hold the potential to preserve that life. Their benefits don't shout, they whisper, steadily and consistently, in the background of your daily routine. They help you feel less sore after a walk, give you more energy in the morning, and help your knees bend just a little more easily when you need to rise from your favorite chair. These changes may be subtle at first, but they accumulate, and over time, they build resilience. So if you've never tried chia pudding, or if flax seeds seem unfamiliar, now is the time to explore. The beauty of these foods lies in their simplicity and adaptability. They require little effort, and the return on investment, in comfort, strength, and mobility is immeasurable. Still, as powerful as these tiny superfoods are, they work best as part of a bigger picture. Because while your joints and muscles need nourishment, your bones, the very frame that holds you upright, need special attention too. And the next food on our list has been supporting strong bones for generations, though many seniors still don't realize just how vital it is. Let's discover this classic calcium-rich powerhouse that could be the missing link in your leg strength journey. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Dark green vegetables. Oxygen tank for muscles. There's a quiet truth that comes with aging. We don't bounce back like we used to. A small misstep, a minor fall, or simply a few days of inactivity can feel heavier on our bodies than it once did. And at the heart of this vulnerability lies the skeletal system, especially our bones, which act as the foundation beneath every step we take. Strong legs aren't just about muscles or joints. They begin with bones that are resilient, dense, and fortified. That's why this 4th food on our list may be the most overlooked, yet perhaps the most essential of them all: dark leafy greens. While many of us were raised to believe that milk was the key to strong bones, there's a quieter, more powerful source of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K that doesn't come in a glass. Instead, it grows in the ground: spinach, kale, collard greens, bok choy, and broccoli. These greens are loaded with bone-building nutrients, and they come with the added bonus of antioxidants, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds that promote not only skeletal strength, but overall vitality. As we grow older, our bodies naturally absorb less calcium, and our bones may begin to thin, a condition known as osteopenia or osteoporosis. This makes our legs, hips, and knees more vulnerable to fractures, even from simple everyday movements. But incorporating leafy greens into your diet can help slow that process, supporting not just the density of your bones, but their flexibility and healing capacity as well. When bones are properly nourished, every motion, from a brisk walk through the park to rising from a couch, becomes smoother and safer. What makes these vegetables especially vital is their high content of vitamin K1, which works hand in hand with calcium to bind it to the bone matrix, strengthening the very architecture that supports your body. Without enough vitamin K, calcium may be poorly used or even deposited in the wrong places, like arteries. So it's not just about getting calcium, it's about using it correctly, and greens play a crucial role in that process. There's also a deeper comfort in preparing and enjoying these foods. Steaming a bowl of fresh kale, tossing spinach into a warm soup, or sauteing collard greens with garlic and olive oil is more than just cooking. It's an act of connection. You nourish your body with what the earth has offered, and in return, it gifts you strength. It's a rhythm as old as time, one that many of our grandparents lived by, and one we can return to with purpose and gratitude. These greens are also friendly to aging digestive systems. They're low in calories, rich in fiber, and easy to digest when cooked properly. For those managing weight, blood sugar, or heart health alongside bone health, leafy greens offer a beautifully simple solution that checks every box. Of course, no single vegetable or mineral can carry the full weight of your health, but when eaten regularly, these greens create a sturdy foundation. They don't just strengthen the bones in your legs, they support your posture, your balance, and your ability to trust your body again. Because when you know your legs are strong from the inside out, there's a confidence that returns in every step, every stride, and every moment of independence. Yet, food, while powerful, is only one piece of the puzzle. To truly protect your legs and your freedom, what you eat must be paired with how you move, how you rest, and how you live. In our final message, we'll explore one often forgotten habit that, when added to this nourishing foundation, can transform your legs from vulnerable to vibrant. Ready to take the next step? Let's walk forward together. A stronger tomorrow starts today. As we close this conversation, let's pause for a moment and reflect, not just on facts, but on what they mean for your life. Our legs are more than just limbs that carry us. They are symbols of freedom, of independence, of dignity. They take us to the kitchen each morning for a cup of coffee. They help us reach the mailbox, attend a grandchild's recital, take a walk with an old friend, or even dance a little when no one's watching. And yet, they're often the first to fade when we don't take care of them. Not because we're lazy or careless, but because we've simply never been told just how much nutrition matters. What we've discussed today isn't theory. It's a reality that thousands of older adults experience every day. The fatigue in your legs after standing too long, the frustration of a sudden cramp that wakes you up at 2 a.m., the stiffness in your knees that keeps you from gardening, or the quiet fear you feel when stepping off a curb without the balance you once had. These aren't just part of getting old, they're signs, signals, messages from your body asking for support, for care, for nourishment. And the best part? The answers are simple. They're sitting on your plate, or they could be. Whether it's a piece of grilled salmon rich in omega-3s, a sweet banana before bed to calm your muscles, a handful of chia seeds stirred into your morning oatmeal, or a warm bowl of sautéed spinach at dinner. Each of these foods is a step towards strength, not the kind of strength you had in your 20s perhaps, but a new kind of strength, a wiser strength, the strength to keep living on your own terms. Because growing older doesn't mean giving up the things you love. It just means being more intentional, more mindful, more in tune with what your body needs now, and more willing to give it those things before discomfort turns into disability. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to count every calorie or memorize every nutrient. All it takes is one better choice each day, one swap, one moment where you say, I'll add the greens to my soup, or I'll try a chia pudding for breakfast, or I'll eat fish tonight instead of something processed. That's how strength is built. Slowly, quietly, but powerfully. And perhaps even more importantly, these changes remind us that we're not powerless in the aging process. We are participants. We are stewards of our own bodies. And while we may not be able to stop the clock, we can influence how we feel, how we move, and how we experience each passing year. So if your legs have been sending you messages, don't ignore them. Listen. Respond with kindness. Feed them what they need. Because when your legs are strong, your spirit follows. Your confidence grows. Your world expands. It's never too late. Not in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or even 90s. Every day is a new chance to nourish your future, starting with something as simple and profound as what you eat. You deserve to walk without fear, to sleep without pain, to live without limits. Let your next meal be a gift to your legs and to the life you still have the power to live fully. And remember this, you are not too old, and it is not too late. Strength doesn't come from age, it comes from action. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.